and yeah, welcome to a sort of review. It's not going to be too long of a stream, probably about half an hour or so, but this is an amazing one. So this is my thoughts on why Gran Turismo 7 as it stands right now, as of the 14th of March 2022, is not worth your money. First things, let's just get the basics out of there. It's a Gran Turismo, apparently Gran Turismo 7, as in like a full bore game like GT4, GT3. It's not a sort of spin-off like Sport was. As you can see, I have completed everything. The game has been out a week, I believe. So it's, yeah, we'll get to that later on. But first thing I want to start with is I can't actually tell you too much graphics wise because I am actually playing on the PS4 still. So I don't know, I can't speak for PlayStation 5 users. I imagine it is slightly better on the PS5. On the PS4, the graphics really don't seem any different. GT Sport. I'm going to do just a quick set this up. I've not driven this car yet. Let's do a few laps, so I'm not bothered about anything like that. Yeah, just start. Yeah, graphics wise, I'd struggle to give it more than like a 7 out of 10. Like, it looks okay, but honestly I don't see the difference between Sport. Not only Sport, I don't genuinely see a difference between Gran Turismo 5 and 6, which is yeah, very disappointing considering, like I said, I'm on the PS4, so I can't speak for the PS5, but PS4, the graphics looks like a PlayStation 3 game, and that's one of the best things that I have written down. That is one of my more favourable opinions on the game. Is the graphics are a 7.5 is what I would give them. Yeah, like I said, not amazing. It looks to me like an upscaled PS3 game. Honestly, it does. So a little bit, yeah, disappointing to say the least. But like I said, I cannot speak for the PS5. I've not driven this car, so bear in mind there may be some pretty shoddy driving, which brings me on to the physics of the game. The physics of the game are pretty much the only thing so far that I cannot fault. The physics feel very realistic for my limited time on a racetrack in certain cars. Obviously I can't speak for like the hypercars and stuff like that. I can't say how realistic they are. You'll see that's a bit of a theme, but yeah, unlike all the other big YouTubers out there, I don't get the chance, oh my god, to do some of the stuff that they do. So I can't compare it directly to what they say. This is all done on a controller and a Thrustmaster wheel, by the way. Just to let you guys know, I'm not on like the brand new piece of shit, like the brand new racing wheel or anything like that. This is all old tech. It's all been done on old tech. But yeah, physics cannot fault. It feels very realistic to me. How much you lock up, how much you aquaplane in the wet, what the handling's like in the wet. I very much agree with the physics, and the physics for me is the highest rated at 9 out of 10, which is very good. There is still a few points which seem a little odd, like if you drive some of the older cars like the Mini or even the first 3 cars that you get a choice of. You can turn the wheel like I am doing now and the car just looks like it's falling over, which I'm a little confused by. It definitely doesn't look like that in real life. I have actually driven a Mazda 3, which is basically the Demio or whatever it is, and yeah, I can tell you it did not look like that when you're turning. Like, look at this is an F40, probably got very stiff springs, but the body roll is pretty atrocious. I'm not going flat out, by the way, I'm just driving around, trying to get a bit of background on for you guys. Speaking of driving around, obviously that's not actually just engine noise. It's a combination of things, you know, gearbox whine, tyre squeal. There's a lot of these different settings that you can mess with in the Gran Turismo settings, and I have tried my best to fine-tune them to what I feel is realistic, like I said, from driving my own cars, what sounds realistic to me. But unfortunately, it's once again, Gran Turismo just cannot do sounds. It's since about Gran Turismo 3 maybe, it's just the old bloody Dyson Hoover and a whooshy noise, especially with turbo cars. It's just Dyson and every now and then. Sounds, yeah, that's definitely a 4. Definitely a 4. The tyres and the brake sounds not too bad, like the wind. You can hear the wind when you're driving, that's not too bad. I will check that comment, sorry, I forgot to check. Mr. May, how are you? Hope you're enjoying the little rant, Mr. May. Yeah, but sound-wise, again, not good. It's been about the same since Gran Turismo 3, it's just really not evolved in my opinion. Forza, I know you can't really compare, Forza is an arcade game, but the first 3 topics that I have said, well, 2 of the first 3, graphics and sounds, 110% are better on Forza, and I'm sorry to say that because Gran Turismo is my absolute favourite game, which it hurts, hence why I've put yet in the title. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. Next thing is the races and the amount / type of races that we have. I think all in all there's, I think about 50 races, and that's just not enough. It's really not. Like I said, myself and Mr. May, who is in the comments, have both completed the game already. The game has been out a week. Yeah, I'm good, Mr. May, thank you. But yeah, the game's been out a week, and we both completed it. I don't know about Mr. May, but I've been doing possibly 2-3 hours every now and then when I can get on. And to have the game completed in a week is just a little bit annoying. There's no endurance races. Again, annoying. There's no... I think the absolute longest race you can do without setting the race up yourself is a 2-lap race around the Nürburgring 24-hour circuit. So yeah, not long. I believe they do intend on adding a few into updates later on, which is probably something that Mr. May is going to say. He has told me that. Could have ranted on with you if I got on earlier. Oh, I didn't realise you were on, Mr. May. I'm sorry about that. You can feel free to join if you want, Mr. May. We can have a rant if you're on. But yeah, like, what was I going on about? I think it was sounds. Yeah, the classic Dyson Hoover. Like, you can hear now, I'm in a Ferrari F40, that's a roof CTR 3, basically a road-going Le Mans car, and there's really no noise to them at all. Right, Mr. May, I will invite you to a party, 1 second. Sorry about this, folks. I just want to get Mr. May's opinions on some of these topics, which I think should help. Mr. May, send invite. Oh. Mr. May. Hello? Mr. May. I believe Mr. May is in the party.
Right.
Oh, I see. Right, Mr. May is here. Mr. May,
Good evening.
can I get your thoughts first on the graphics? Did you get my opinion on the graphics?
No, I didn't. I'm basically just trying to think as you pass that.
Ah, right, okay. My opinion on the graphics, I don't know if you'll agree, is it looks the exact same as Gran Turismo Sport, which looks the exact same as Gran Turismo 6. Basically, I'm saying it looks like an upscale PS3 game.
Wow. Visual wise, I don't know if we got to know we're on the PS4 version, so it's not as good.
Yes, I did say that.
I do think it looks amazing, especially when it's in changing weather conditions.
Really?
Yeah.
But are you basing it off when you're driving or the replay cameras?
When I'm driving, I don't use the replay cameras. I
Right.
don't use like gimmicky, musicy crap.
No,
That
no.
is.
But I've heard a lot of people saying that the replay cameras look excellent because it uses ray tracing on the replays, but it doesn't when you're actually driving.
No, you can on. Well, I know on PS4 I don't think you have ray tracing anyway, but on PS5 you can enable it so
Yeah.
you'll have ray tracing while you're driving, but it might drop in frames, or you can have it so it runs more for frames and less for ray tracing.
Well, no, you can do it on the PS4.
Can you?
Yeah, but it runs at like 25 FPS.
Alright.
I've had that on for about 10 minutes and I was like, yeah, no, I can't fucking drive that.
Do you know, man, it's fine right now, 'cause every now and again my frame just absolutely drops, so I might have started on and not realised.
Mine was set to not be on originally. And I
Yeah.
turned it on, I was like, yeah, no. That was in the very first settings. You know when you first boot the game up, it tells you what's exposure and stuff
Oh
that
yeah.
you want. It was in that.
Let's have a look now.
Have you played multiplayer yet? I haven't.
Yes.
Do you want to get a lobby up, maybe?
Yeah, right.
Just so I can join and we can cruise around while we're talking. But go on. What out of 10 would you give graphics? My personal opinion was a 7.
Yeah, I'd probably go 8.
8. So you're agreeing the graphics are good but not amazing?
I still think Drive Club looks better, but then again, graphics for anyone who wants to know, I do not care about graphics in a game. It means absolutely nothing to me.
Yeah,
I
I am
couldn't care
similar.
less.
I am similar. I don't particularly care what it looks like. Like Burnout Paradise, man. The graphics are shocking, yet the game is really
Yeah.
good, so I'm not bothered. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Well, all my favourite games on the PS2, because that was when the actual attention to detail and quality of the game was more important than
Yeah.
anything else.
So I'm not sure how this is going to work. But yeah, I agree. I'm not particularly full sense, you know, literally just pointing out what you think's what. I
Yeah.
don't think it has amazing graphics.
Yeah.
Have you got a lobby up yet?
No.
Alright, okay, okay. Physics.
Online, by the way. Yes. You can tell it's been rushed just to get made to be out on time.
Yes, I literally have 3 lobbies available, all with 1 person in.
Well, do you know the fact that if you want to change any single setting in the lobby, even if you're host, you have to make a new lobby?
Really?
Yeah. Wait, what
That's
track
a
do you want to
shocking. I'm not bothered.
go at?
Mr. May, I know you race
Please,
on
oh God.
quite a decent wheel.
Yes.
I have raced on my controller and on my Thrustmaster T150, I think. Physics-wise,
Yeah.
I cannot complain. It's a solid 9 out of 10. Do you agree?
Physics, I think is great. Great attention to detail. So I just think some cars, it's just stupid how little grip they have.
Yes, and some cars, like I mentioned, do you know the 3 key cars that you get at the start?
Yeah.
What is with the suspension and the body roll on them when they're stock?
I never drove them.
Oh. Well, I could tell you, you barely
yeah.
turn in a straight line and the car looks like it's about to just tip over.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
the pitch and roll, it is just not realistic at all. That's why it's not a 10, by the way. For me.
Alright, nice. Yeah, that's fine. I never drove them, so I can't really opinionate. But I know with some cars, it's just the fact that there's just zero grip about it. It's
Yeah.
like I don't know if you did obviously the license for the GT350R. You were still spinning it like at 100 at like fifth gear. It's like
Yeah,
that's just so
yeah.
unrealistic.
Yeah.
I get they want it to be harder, but some of the stuff was just stupid. Like all the standard tyres, like you get obviously comfort softs, sports hards are the usual ones.
Yeah.
You get no grip with a training car. You have to put on at least sports soft just to get some grip.
Yeah,
But
like my
apart from that aspect, the
what?
attention to detail, the physics is amazing. I
Yeah.
do rate that. It's just grip levels of shit.
Well, I built an MX-5 in this game. Oh, there's a Honda S2000 I've
Oh,
just seen for sale for 100 grand.
yeah. I've just got two of them.
I don't know if I
I was
want it
just
for 100 grand. I've only got 570. I spent all my money on this F40.
yeah, I spent all mine on that Porsche.
The Straton version one.
Yeah, I've
Yeah, yeah.
got two because I'm gonna put one stock and I'm gonna put one as that amusement. Do you know the Gran Turismo 4 one?
You've got two. How the fuck have you got two?
You can buy it and then buy it again.
Where have you got that money from?
Don't worry me. I had 600 grand, so.
It's only 200 grand.
Well, if you buy two, because it's 100 grand each time.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's cheap. Mine was fucking 1.4 million.
No, oh no, I thought you was on about the S2000.
No, you pudding.
Oh
Well,
no, yeah.
we're off to a good start, Mr. May. The room is unavailable.
Wait, that might be because it's loading up. I've just joined it now, so you have to.
Alright, okay, now I'm joining. Mr. May, sounds, come on.
Yes.
As always, not a Gran Turismo strong point, I believe.
Well, with this game, well, cause what I've done is I've straight away I changed it so there's less transmission noise, less engine noises from other cars, less tyre squeal, more
Yep.
engine noise, and that improves it a lot.
That's pretty much exactly what I've done. I don't know if you heard me mentioning that.
Yeah, but I know you said you don't think the sounds that good. I actually really like the sounds.
Really?
For once. Yeah. Well, obviously I can't say about all cars, you're not driven them, but for
Yeah.
especially when you upgrade some like the F12 sounds amazing, the Vipers, the Corvettes, like the usual big suspects sound amazing. Obviously
Really?
do well as VTECs, but I can't tell about other cars. I can know the Polo GTI sounds shit compared to real life.
How do I change cars in online?
You have to go to the settings and then change car.
Settings? What
Yeah.
a stupid...
Yeah.
What are you driving?
I'm gonna drive a 400Z.
400Z.
Yeah.
So what power does that have?
450 because I've made it like a Nismo one.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad then.
But as you can see, it's a bit broken because there's no member list to check what stats and everything people's cars are and stuff like that.
Yeah. I've not even driven that yet.
You have to.
But my screen is black. Oh, there we go.
The servers are very laggy at the minute still. They're not as bad as they were. But as you can see now, if you're just looking at each other, look how much we're jumping around.
Yeah. Where's my
That's
anti-lag?
just to do with the servers. It takes a few. It can take up to a minute to. Like, I think it warms up first.
Oh, okay. Right, so yeah, sounds we're both not 100% on.
Yeah.
Should we pull
Some
over
cars
here
have
like
done
we used to?
amazingly. Yeah.
Oh. How do I indicate?
What on control? Yeah.
Ah. Touchpad's much more sensitive on this Nacon controller.
Yeah.
Is he just driving off?
I guess so.
Right. Races, Mr. Mayor, or a lack thereof. What's your opinions?
I hate the races.
Thank you.
That's all I can say. I cannot stand the format. It's all the same. It's too linear. There's nothing different. I hate the fact that every single... It's just basically you driving around avoiding extremely slow cars and then the top two cars just fuck off. But it don't matter about getting the top two cars anyway because you only need third position to move on, which is just absolutely stupid.
It is stupid. I did not understand it at all when I first started playing. I got third, I was like, fucking hell, that won't do, I'll have to restart. And it gave me the fucking prize car or whatever. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
So that it basically awards you for taking part because it's only the top two that are actually fast. The rest are just shit slow,
Yeah.
which is just stupid.
Look at my anti-leg.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like on another car.
I've got the wire is like a flamethrower. I'll have to get that out after.
I've not got the wire either. Hey, we're having a drag.
If you want,
How do we
everything's
do it?
stuck on this apart from I've put a tiny bit more power in it.
Oh. Go 30 on the bottom
Yeah, I
left.
could say 30.
I see this anti-lag work. Oh my god, turbo lag.
Yeah.
Oh! I
What
changed
happened
down! Whoops! I might have changed down accidentally. Slow
Might still
down.
catch up.
Oh,
To
you're
be
not
fair,
restarting the race?
Yeah, I'm stopping now. This has got a strong top end. It's not that fast, like, sorry. That anti-lag looks amazing.
Right. Go on 10.
Yep.
Second gear is definitely way too low in the rev range, but I'll try it. Oh my god! Yes, power!
I'm only in 5th gear yet. I've got 4 more to go.
I'm only in 4th.
Why does this car have 9 gears? That's what I want to know.
Wow, my 5th gear is so long.
What speed are you doing?
170.
This sounds amazing, though. This is one of the
Handbrake,
nice
handbrake.
Oh.
You penis! I'm sure I said handbrake. Right. Let's not forget this was a review.
Yes.
Look at this, I'm flat out. Oh, that wasn't too bad actually.
I keep looking at the start this. Oh, and by the way, don't do what a mistake I've done before where when you're going to change the car, you accidentally click on exit because it just exits the lobby and stuff. There's no second menu saying, are you sure?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, the next thing I wanted to say, we talked about races, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like no decent races, in my opinion. Not a single good race.
No.
Like, the best race is the last race. The 2 laps at Nürburgring 24 hours, that is the best race. And that's it. That's all the races.
That last championship was stupidly short.
Oh,
You're
it was
supposed to have
ridiculous, man.
a great championship to round off the game.
Yeah.
It's just the same shit you've always been doing. Tiny lap, no laps. Basically, the whole championship worth is probably the same length as one race was out of a 10 race championship in previous GTs.
Yeah. It absolutely did my head in.
I know.
Next thing I want to say was progression. And thoughts, Mr. May, on the bloody stupid fucking menu book. What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Are you on track, by the way?
The cafe place is really nice. But it's just so linear. Like, everyone's gonna... In a way, it's good for online because you can just do one race. You know, you can be certain people have these cars because obviously everyone's got them. And then again, everyone's got them. It's so linear. There's no difference. It's like, you have to do it this way. It's like,
so everyone who has played the game has the identical, like, 50 cars or whatever you get given.
yeah, identical cars. Completed the game identically because it's only one way you can do that. Stuff like that I don't like. But,
I don't like that the last series thing is a GT3 Cup, so I thought, right, I'll use a GT3 car. I used the Audi R8, which was the only one that I had, and I won every race by about 30 seconds. Which moves me on to my next point, which is the AI. The AI is absolutely shit.
Yeah.
It's so slow, and it is Gran Turismo train tracks all over again. They follow a line and stick to that line
Yeah.
They will not move.
Have you seen the racing line? The racing line was absolutely abysmal.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have a racing line.
But the AI on this game, man, is so annoying to
Well,
me.
yeah. Well, I know they're changing the AI in an update at some point.
Are they?
Because of that Sophie thing, or whatever it is coming out.
Yeah.
Which, that AI is supposed to be absolutely amazing. And if you've seen gameplay of it, it does look amazing.
But I
The faster
don't
than...
understand why they didn't delay the game and say, right, we want this AI in from day one because the game will be a much better experience.
Well,
Do
you
you
know
know what
why?
I mean?
It's easy why that's happened, Sony.
Why?
Because they used to just delay the games for years back in the day and no one cared because we knew what was end up being made with a finished product. This is probably the first Gran Turismo it's actually come out and there's so many issues with it.
Yeah.
Because it's not been delayed. And because obviously you could tell it's to do with Sony because if you look at sport, like the only reason there's loads of microtransactions, and no one ever did them because it was stupid, but microtransactions in that game was fairly mainly because of what's it called now? Sony pressures them to do it, so...
Yeah. I was going to get onto microtransactions later on. It's extremely annoying. It's
Yeah.
not as bad as people are making out. People are making out like it's jumping out at you 24/7, but it just isn't.
No. You never need to use microtransactions.
No, I've not used it.
No.
Getting left by the way.
Yeah, no, I've even engine swapped this car.
You've engine swapped it?
Yeah, I put a modern Mustang engine in it.
I did not even know that was a thing.
The only way you can do it though is on the roulette wheel.
Oh, is that what that
an
engine is?
Yeah.
I thought it was like an engine overhaul thing.
No, it's you get an engine and there's only a few cars. Obviously, it's a shame because there's hardly any engine swaps you can actually do. You can't do any ridiculous ones.
So I can't go and
like?
I can't put that engine into my old Mini.
No, the only engine that was car that those are compatible for was the modern Mustang, which is just what's in it anyway, and this one.
Right, well, that's pointless then.
Exactly.
I love the anti-lag system, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I think stuff like that's going to get changed in updates. But...
Yeah.
So that's what I'm just saying at the minute. Like I've been saying to people, I'm not actually going to have a full opinion on this game until all the updates are done because there's so many things wrong with it at the minute.
I will agree. I'm not going to form a complete opinion for the whole gaming experience. I'm forming it for current state, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, current state, this is just basically Gran Turismo Sport.
Yeah.
2.
This is what I mean. Honestly, that was my summary right there. I was going to say it's not Gran Turismo 7 currently. It's GT Sport 2.
Well, there's a few more tracks. Like 3. Is it 3 more tracks?
Something like that. Yeah, there's not a lot more.
50 to 100 more cars. That's it.
Can you do this?
No.
Third gear. Ah! Oops. The next thing, anyway, I was going to get onto difficulty, but we sort of already covered that in the AI, didn't we?
Yeah.
But the next one was difficulty in license tests and
way too easy.
Missions. As I said, I've told you, I cannot complete the missions currently as there is a bug where on the dirt events it puts you onto comfort hard tyres.
And the drift ones, I think is one of them where it puts you onto racing tyres as well.
Yeah, something like that, which is, I mean, come on. How the fuck can that be happening?
I don't know. And how did it come out with an update? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did them before an update.
That's what I mean, it worked perfectly. You did an update and ruined it. The update was nothing to do with that. It confused the life out of me, man. But I don't understand. Like, 9 out of the 10 things they have done, I don't understand why they've done it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's just really frustrating for me, personally. And the next one was online, but as I think you're better explaining the online than I am, to be completely honest.
Well, currently, just to put it simple, the online is broken. You can tell it's been, like I say, you can tell it's been mushed, just to make sure it's there at least, so the game's out on time.
Yeah.
There's so many things wrong with it at the minute. The servers are awful. Like, everyone jumps around and there's huge lag spikes.
Have you played much of the sport?
No, I'm not playing sport, I'm not interested in that. But I know every single race has tuning available.
Yes.
Which is a bit unfair, because obviously people can't tune. They should be, maybe do half and half or something like that.
Well, people use the VGT codes, which is so unfair.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not claiming to be good, but I'm fairly quick at this game, I would think. And I set a pretty competitive lap time in a Celica, and the only things in front of me were them L500Rs. But they were about 4 seconds in front of me. Like, what? How am I supposed to compete with that? Like, it's just stupid, and I don't know what it is. Since the update, I cannot enter a sport race. I have tried, and the game just sits on that fucking loading screen that I sent you the other day. It will not load it.
That is a nice Volvo.
Where's the Volvo?
Right there.
I can't see it. My screen won't rotate enough. Oh, that.
Behind you.
Yeah. Is it a Volvo?
Yeah.
That.
P200 or whatever it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's that fake one or something, isn't it? Whatever it's called, I don't know.
It's customised.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. I've only got 200 brake, don't diss me.
Nice. I've only got 1,000.
Jesus. Next thing, bugs. How many bugs have you come across, Mr. May? Not including the ones like dirt tyres and stuff like that. How many bugs have you come across during your actual physical gameplay?
To be fair, none.
Oh, really? Okay. That's different from my experience then.
Obviously, like you said, it's that tyre one. But,
I have had so many bugs. Like, I couldn't even stream the game. As soon as I went to start streaming, the game crashed.
I saw that. You had the 7-second video, so you're going, what the fuck? And then that was it. That's just a fun funny.
Yes, this is titled Why I Shouldn't Like the Game Closing When You're Racing.
See them flames then? Wait, ready?
Yeah, that's nice. Isn't this video titled Why You Shouldn't Buy Gran Turismo 7? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had very many positive things to say about it, Sinner. But Mr. May, overall opinion, go on.
Well, like I said earlier, at the moment, this game feels like, and pretty much is, GT Sport .2.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. For me, it feels rushed. It's not a finished game.
I just think they've had so long to work on it, and this is a product.
This isn't my review for the whole game, Sinner. This is current state of play as of today's date, if you know what I mean. It's my review before any updates and stuff like that, because they are planning on changing it.
That's why I said my final verdict of this game won't be done until all the updates, because if you look at Sport, how small it was at the start compared to how it is at the end.
Like, Sport at the end, apart from the online, wasn't a bad game.
Yeah.
Like, I could sit and play it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to overtake you here.
But there's a few issues I've mainly got, which is still in the game, which absolutely pissed me off. First one, the HUD. There's no customization whatsoever.
Yes.
And it's either you have everything on, and if you're using cockpit view like I like to do, everything blocks the mirrors so you can't actually see what's behind you. Or you have it so it's just the map and position. Basically the stuff you don't need on, and all the actual important ones, because I would have it, if it's just all the bottom stuff, I won't mind just having that on, because I don't need everything else. But no, it's either I have all the bottom stuff off and the rest on, which is just stupid,
Yeah.
nothing, or everything, and then it just blocks too much of my view then.
Yeah.
That's a big issue I've got with this game.
Sinner says, are you finding the curbs weird on certain tracks? I don't think I've had any experience with that, to be honest.
No, I think the curves are much more realistic because you actually have to decide, is it good to...
You have to commit.
Yeah.
It's either you're touching the curb and you might spin, or you're going fully on the curb, you might be alright.
Yeah. Also, some curbs are... Depending on your car as well, some you just have to avoid the curbs,
Yeah.
Some you can actually just ride them quite easily.
Like this car that I'm in, it's alright, but if I touch the curbs, it's sketchy.
Yeah.
Oh, I nearly spun it already. Being dusted by the M4. No, 250 brake MX-5 getting left by an M4. Oh, here comes Mr. May. Wow. But I'm going to get into the big one here. Is it, like, we both said, Mr. May, we're not watching any of the stuff on the game before it comes out, you know, because we don't want to overhype it for ourselves, anything like that. But I still feel, even though I've not watched them things, even though I've tried my best to stay away from any of the clickbait titles, everything like that, it still feels overhyped.
It feels overhyped, and it feels disappointing, because usually I don't expect much from games. Like, I'm going normally with a neutral aspect.
Yeah.
Like, because that's just how I prefer to do it. And I just still feel disappointed, mainly because the fact that they've had so long, and it just feels like sport at the minute.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my god, this car understeers. I'm not driven this yet. Jesus fucking Christ.
Also, race BGM is a big issue because it's about 5 songs and that's it.
Oh, I don't listen to that shit.
Menu music is amazing, and I don't understand, you know, with the replay stuff you get GT3 music and stuff like that, but for some reason it's only exclusive to replays, which makes 0 sense.
How the hell do I reverse?
You have to actually go through down all the gears, and unless you're on control, then it's triangle, I think.
No, you've got to hold the gear down button.
Interesting.
That's stupid. Yeah, Sinner, the VGT cars are ridiculously OP. You cannot win a race against them unless you're in one, which is stupid, but that's the way they've set it up to have tuning and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm gonna close the review as yeah, it's an okay game for me. I'm not gonna lie. Currently, it's a 5 out of 10. Are you in?
Not the same for me. Yeah.
You're in the same boat. 5 out of 10.
Yeah. No, we say currently.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The game, shit. The game at the end could actually be a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. I won this car, Sinner. Yeah, currently 5 out of 10. It's, and I hate to say this because I'm playing it right now, but I would not go out and spend £60 on this game now after having played it. As I said, we will do a re-review in what, a couple of months or something after we've had a few decent updates.
Couple of months, maybe even a year or two.
Yeah, maybe even a year, yeah. But as for now, I would say don't waste your money. I'm sorry, don't waste your money. Forza Horizon 5 is going to serve you much better currently. And that's not biased because I am 100% Gran Turismo fanboy, aren't I? And you can't really compare the two because, like I said, Forza's mainly open world, it's arcade style. You can't really compare them. But they're the only two games that you can compare, really, if you know what I mean. But I would say, for now, don't spend your money on this game. As bad as it sounds, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Are you in agreement, Mr. May?
Yep.
Thank God. So, if you enjoyed this, folks, feel free to press that like button. You know what I mean. But yeah, if you have watched it and you're a bit disappointed with my review on it, feel free to share it with all your friends, because I know it's, you know, a small YouTuber just giving an opinion, but I want more people to see the genuine opinion rather than the biased, sponsored YouTuber videos, if you know what I mean. Are you in
Yeah.
agreement, mate? Like Jimmy
Yep.
Broadbent, I love the guy, but he's fucking ranting and raving about this game, man.
It was same with Stupid GT, but then again, they've all, what was it, Gran Turismo workers or whatever, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly, and it's sponsored for them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If if they had a genuine review on the game, I don't think that they'd be saying half the stuff that they are doing.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's my thoughts, as well as Mr. May's. Leave this game alone for a bit. But yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it, folks. If you enjoyed the review, like I said, if I pissed you off, feel free to press the dislike. You know, let me know your thoughts on the game. If you absolutely love this game and think I'm an asshole, let me know. But for me and May, pretty much die-hard Gran Turismo fans, it doesn't live up to expectation.
Yep.
So, take care, folks, and bye bye.